Well, good morning there, sweet peas. Basic Prepper Mom Myra, and it is going to be Conspiracy Theory Tuesday. I know, doesn't matter what day it is. I got a theory. I'm going to talk about it. So we're going to talk about this real quick. Not going to take up too much of your time because I do have to get into work, but I just wanted to run this by you. So last night, I'm having knee issues, hurt my knee, long story. This is why you shouldn't exercise. No, I'm just kidding. But it was super swollen and super sore last night. We had a meeting. My daughter and I had a meeting to go to. So after the meeting, I had to get some ribbon for a gift basket that I'm putting together for our fundraiser dinner that we do every year. And I was going to run into the Wally of the World, and it's just like where we would need to get the ribbon. It's like way in the back of the store, and it's just a pain. So I told my oldest, I said, hey, I'm pretty sure that Target, we have a Target, Target would have it. I could just drop you off the front. Literally, it's right, on the other side of the check stands. Run in, run out, super fast. Okay. So we pull up there. Now, this Target has been there for probably about 3 years now, I guess. I don't think any longer than that. About 3 years. Yeah, about 3 years. And maybe even that. Anyhow. And so we pull up, and there is a law enforcement that's sitting in front of Target. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And she said, yeah, they've decided to start having them patrol a little bit more in the parking lot because the theft is so high that they're hoping that maybe more, presence, it would deter theft. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah. She said, I had heard that they were actually considering closing this store down because the theft was so high, the loss was so high, and they were losing so much money. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Which would tickle me. I would absolutely love it. We have a Target about 10 minutes down the freeway. Not that big a deal to get there. And it's a bigger Target store. So if they close this one down, would not hurt my feelings at all. This store actually used to be a Kmart, and then it was like a big, not a super K, it was a big K. It was a little different. If they brought Kmart back, to be quite honest, I would be so incredibly happy. I loved Kmart, the variety they had, the prices were decent. You could pretty much find anything there, and they had layaway, which was amazing especially when you have kids, especially little kids, and Christmas time. Loved the layaway, and of course the deli with little ham sandwiches, little brown ham sandwiches, and the ices. If they brought Kmart back, I would be ever so happy. I would be so excited. Anyway, so I thought about that, and I was like, and first of all, welcome to California, because, there's no consequences for anything, and you can take whatever you want and do whatever you want, and it's fine, and we just let you go, or we just don't even bother to stop you. You just come in and, take whatever. In the last probably 6 months, I personally have witnessed 4 just people stealing stuff, walking out the store. One of them was actually an underage teenage boy who walked out with a liter of Jack Daniels. And I was like, that kid just walked out, and they're like, yeah, we can't do anything about it. We just can't. I'm like, okay, first of all, he stole something. Second of all, he's underage. Are you kidding me? But anyway, it is what it is. So there's no consequences here. You just basically steal anything. Now, there are stores and franchises and chains who have closed down business. We know this in Chicago, I want to say. No, I can't remember. That was kind of the first saying that, hey, stores are pulling out of that city. There were like 4 or 5 stores, including an In-N-Out Burger, which I was like, that kind of shocked me. Anyway, I'm like, how do you steal out of that? Anyway, that closed down in, I believe, Oakland area, because the theft was so high. So, because there's just, there's no consequences. You can do whatever you want, basically. So my theory is this. Sorry, my car is going to click. Oh, it stopped super quick. Anyway, my theory is this. What if this is all being done on purpose? What if this is being done to push manufacturers, to push retailers specifically, not manufacturers, but push retailers into closing all of their retail stores, all their brick and mortar stores, and going to a fully online system? Because I believe Kmart, and I know that was kind of a financial situation, but Maybe it wasn't. Kmart's still around. You can actually go online and purchase things through Kmart. Now, Kmart's kind of weird online because they've got other, like, I think, they have a few other companies that are kind of under them. So when you order stuff from Kmart, they could come from, you know, other companies. But Land's End, I think, is one of their, anyway. But the Kmart brand is still around, let's just say. So what if this is all being done to push retailers out of communities, out of areas, out of places, and force them to go into online retail, or force everyone to buy everything through Amazon, right? Buy everything online, have it delivered. The convenience of having it delivered. You know what? That's fine. I'll just sit at home and I'll just shop online. I don't have to go outside. I don't have to leave my house. I don't have to get in my car. Pardon my voice. I don't know what is going on all of a sudden. That's so weird. I'm just going to lose my voice now. We don't all have to leave our house, right? And as far as restaurants, yeah, there could be brick and mortar restaurants, but for the most part, let's order takeout or let's have it delivered. And the majority of us don't have to leave our houses. We can have everything delivered to our house. Literally, my son's very much a homebody. Like, he doesn't want to leave. He just does his thing. He does work, but he does his school online. If he never had to leave the house, he would be perfectly happy. And in society right now, realistically, other than him going to work, but he could find remote work that he could do, right, on the computer. Realistically, he could never have to leave the house. He could order everything that he wanted online, everything that he needed, you know, clothes, shoes, whatever. He could order his food online. He can order groceries, have it delivered. He could order, you know, his meals, have it delivered, whatever. He could order everything online. What if that's what we're pushing for? What if these 15-minute cities, that's kind of their big push? Because realistically, I'm using that word a lot. I don't know why. In these 15-minute cities, there's not necessarily, I understand. I am working on it. Hold on. Give me a moment. Sit. They don't have a lot of like department stores or clothing stores. Most of them are going to be doctors and dentists and grocery store, which grocery stores deliver too. Most of them do. Restaurants, movie theater, you know, some entertainment kind of thing within these 15-minute cities. But for the most part, you're not going to see a lot of retail. There is a 15-minute city that does have, that's where our other Target is, that is in that area. But what if that's what they're pushing for? What if we want to push retailers? Let's make the theft so high. Let's make crime so bad in areas where people have to pull out in retail. These companies have to pull out in retail, and then people have to just order online, have it delivered. And that way we know exactly what you're getting, where you're getting it, who you're getting it from, where it's going, and what you're getting. We know everything that you order. We know how you live your life. And by what you order, now we know who you are. Now we know what side of the fence you're on. By what you order, we can tell. I'm just saying, maybe it's not crazy. Maybe it is absolutely outside the realm. But what if we are pushing all of these retailers out into doing just online business only, so we never have to leave our house? So we never have to go anywhere. Just a thought. All right. Once again, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day. I'm going to work, and we'll talk to you later.